How to Hack Your Brain to Improve Focus Instantly, audiobook, written and published by Book Boost. In a world filled with endless distractions, where every second seems to compete for your attention, there's a simple truth. You have the power to take control of your focus. The ability to direct your mind toward what matters most is the key to unlocking your true potential. Right now, you're standing at the edge of a mental transformation. This is not just another piece of advice. This is the key to mastering your brain and transforming your life, one focus-driven moment at a time. The power to focus is within you. It's in your mind, but the question is, do you know how to unlock it? Too often, we spend our days overwhelmed by the clutter of thoughts and distractions, failing to harness the incredible focus our brains are capable of. What if you could instantly activate that focus and block out all the noise, becoming laser-focused on the tasks that truly matter? This audiobook is your guide to just that, your blueprint to hacking your brain and achieving instant focus, no matter the challenge ahead. At Book Boost, we believe that focus is a skill that anyone can learn. It's not a trait reserved for a select few. It's something you can develop with the right strategies. The first step in mastering focus is understanding how your brain works. Your brain is an incredible machine, designed to learn, adapt, and concentrate. But just like any other machine, it requires proper maintenance and a little fine-tuning to perform at its peak. Today, we will dive into the science of focus and how you can rewire your brain to improve it instantly. Focus begins in the brain's prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making, problem-solving, and concentration. When you're focused, this part of the brain is active, allowing you to stay locked in on a task. However, distractions, whether external or internal, can pull you away from that state. Your brain is constantly bombarded with information, and it has to decide what's worth paying attention to. The good news is that you have the ability to train your brain to prioritize and filter out unnecessary distractions. So, how do you train your brain to focus? The answer lies in understanding what triggers focus and how to activate it at will. The key is to engage your brain in the right way. A powerful tool to improve your focus is mindfulness. When you practice mindfulness, you become aware of your thoughts and bring your attention back to the present moment. By doing so, you activate your brain's ability to stay focused on one task at a time, reducing the constant chatter that can lead to distractions. In addition to mindfulness, another powerful technique is visualization. The brain doesn't distinguish between what's real and what's vividly imagined. By visualizing yourself succeeding at a task, you are essentially pre-programming your brain to believe that it is possible. Visualization enhances focus by aligning your mental energy with your goals, making it easier for you to concentrate on the task at hand. But what about the moments when focus seems impossible, when your mind feels overwhelmed, or when distractions are simply too loud? This is where understanding the role of energy and mental clarity becomes essential. Focus thrives when your brain is operating at full capacity. To achieve this, you must maintain a balance between mental exertion and relaxation. This means incorporating regular breaks, exercise, and proper nutrition to recharge your brain and keep it in top working condition. Without these breaks, focus will dwindle and fatigue will set in. When you cultivate focus, you're not just improving your ability to concentrate. You're also improving your productivity, your creativity, and your problem-solving skills. A focused brain allows you to see solutions where others see obstacles. It transforms the way you approach challenges, making you more efficient and effective in everything you do. Whether it's at work, in your personal life, or in your studies, focus gives you an edge over distractions and setbacks, allowing you to perform at your highest level. One of the most powerful aspects of focus is that it's a habit. Just like any other skill, it can be developed with consistency and practice. The more you work on improving your focus, the stronger your ability becomes. Small, intentional actions every day build up to create a sharp, disciplined mind. It's about creating routines and environments that support focus, eliminating those things that derail your concentration, and committing to the mental practice of staying present. This brings us to the importance of your environment. Your surroundings play a crucial role in your ability to focus. If you're in a cluttered, noisy space, your brain is more likely to be distracted. On the other hand, a clean, quiet, and organized space allows your mind to settle and concentrate. At Book Boost, we recommend setting up your environment to support your goals. A focused environment reinforces a focused mind, setting the stage for productivity. Now, what if we told you that there's a secret to instantly improving focus in those critical moments when you need it the most? It's true. In moments of mental fatigue or when distractions seem overwhelming, you can activate focus with a simple trick: deep breathing. When you take a deep breath and calm your mind, you reset your focus. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. By calming your nervous system, you allow your brain to shift from a state of stress to a state of clarity, ready to focus on what matters. Focus is a superpower, but like any superpower, it needs to be cultivated and maintained. Through mindfulness, visualization, proper energy management, and creating the right environment, you can hack your brain to stay focused no matter the external chaos. These strategies, when practiced consistently, will not only improve your focus, but will also transform how you approach tasks, challenges, in your day-to-day life. If you're ready to hack your brain and take control of your focus, now is the time to take action. Implement these techniques into your daily routine and start noticing the changes. At Book Boost, we believe that the power to improve focus is within you. With every action you take, you're one step closer to mastering your mind and unlocking your true potential. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost for more powerful insights on unlocking your brain's full potential. Stay tuned for the next part of this audiobook, where we'll dive deeper into overcoming distractions and building the mental clarity you need for unstoppable focus. Breaking through distractions, the hidden enemy. Focus is a superpower, but distractions are the arch-nemesis. They lurk around every corner, waiting to steal your attention and derail your progress. The more you understand distractions, the easier it becomes to defeat them. The first step in mastering your focus is learning to identify what distracts you. These distractions can be external, like noise or social media, or internal, like wandering thoughts and negative emotions. They all have one thing in common: they pull your attention away from what truly matters. But once you recognize them, you can begin to take control and push them aside. It's essential to understand that distractions are natural. Your brain is constantly receiving new information, and it's designed to pay attention to what's new and novel. This is why distractions are so effective. They hijack your brain's natural tendency to seek out new stimuli. But here's the secret. By building awareness and creating strategies to block out distractions, you can reprogram your brain to stay focused on the task at hand. This is where the true power lies, in your ability to control your attention, no matter how tempting the distractions may seem. To break through distractions, the first thing you must do is eliminate or minimize the external sources of interference. This means reducing the noise in your environment and setting up a space where you can concentrate. Whether it's a quiet room, noise-canceling headphones, or a clean desk, your environment plays a crucial role in your ability to focus. When you eliminate distractions from your surroundings, you're one step closer to unlocking your brain's true potential. Next, you must learn to control your internal distractions. These are the thoughts, emotions, and urges that can pull you away from your task. Your mind will try to wander, and that's completely normal. The key is not to fight these thoughts, but to acknowledge them and bring your focus back to the task at hand. One powerful technique to do this is mindfulness. By staying present and observing your thoughts without judgment, you can prevent them from taking over and steering you off course. Mindfulness allows you to regain control and gently guide your attention back to what truly matters. Another way to overcome distractions is through the power of intention. When you start a task, set a clear intention for what you want to accomplish. Whether it's completing a project, making progress on a goal, or simply staying focused for a set period of time, having a clear intention gives you a sense of purpose. It acts as a mental anchor that keeps you grounded, even when distractions are pulling at you. The more specific and meaningful your intention, the easier it will be to stay focused and committed to your task. It's also important to recognize that your brain thrives on routine. When you build a daily structure that supports focus, you're creating an environment where distractions are less likely to have a hold on you. A set routine helps your brain shift into a focused state more easily, and the more consistent you are, the more natural it will become. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. It means finding a rhythm that works for you and sticking to it. When your brain knows what to expect, it becomes easier to avoid distractions and stay focused on your goals. One of the most effective ways to fight distractions is through the practice of time blocking. This technique involves setting aside specific blocks of time for focused work without any interruptions. During these blocks, you eliminate all potential distractions. Turn off your phone, close unnecessary tabs on your computer, and let others know that you're not to be disturbed. By focusing solely on one task for a set amount of time, you give your brain the chance to enter a deep state of focus. The more you practice this, the more your ability to concentrate will improve, and the less susceptible you will become to distractions. Another crucial aspect of overcoming distractions is learning to say no. You can't control everything around you, but you can control what you allow into your space and your time. This means being selective about where you invest your energy. If something doesn't align with your goals or doesn't serve your purpose, it's okay to say no. Every time you say no to a distraction, you're saying yes to your focus. By protecting your time and energy, you ensure that you're only investing in the things that matter most. It's also important to recognize that distractions often stem from mental fatigue. When your mind is tired, it becomes more susceptible to wandering and seeking out distractions. To prevent this, you need to take care of your mental health. This means getting enough rest, eating nourishing foods, and taking regular breaks to recharge. A well-rested and well-nourished brain is a focused brain. The more you take care of yourself, the easier it will be to stay on track and avoid the lure of distractions. The journey to eliminating distractions also involves embracing discipline. Discipline is the ability to stay focused even when you don't feel like it. It's about developing the mental strength to push through moments of discomfort and stay committed to your tasks. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets stronger the more you use it. The more you practice staying focused, the more natural it will become. Every time you resist a distraction, you're building discipline that will serve you in the long run. Sometimes, distractions can also come from within, in the form of negative emotions or self-doubt. When you feel anxious, stressed, or uncertain, it's easy for your mind to wander. But here's the truth. Your emotions don't have to control your focus. By acknowledging these feelings and letting them pass without judgment, you can free yourself from their grip. The more you practice emotional regulation, the easier it becomes to stay focused, even in challenging situations. You don't have to wait for the perfect emotional state to focus. You can choose to focus regardless of how you feel. There's a powerful truth that many successful people know. Focus is not just about staying away from distractions. It's about creating an environment where distractions have no place to thrive. When you set yourself up for success by organizing your environment, planning your day, and protecting your time, distractions become less of an issue. The more you take charge of your surroundings, the less power distractions will have over you. In the battle against distractions, it's also important to remember the power of small victories. Every time you resist the urge to check your phone, every time you return to your task after a wandering thought, you're making progress. These small moments of focus add up over time, and they lead to big results. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. The more consistent you are in blocking out distractions, the more focused you'll become, and the more successful you'll be. One of the most profound things about focus is that it doesn't just improve your work, it improves your entire life. When you learn to focus, you become more present in every moment. You're more engaged with your relationships, more efficient in your tasks, and more content in your own mind. Focus is not just a tool for productivity, it's a tool for living a better, more fulfilling life. The more you embrace focus, the more you will see the positive changes it brings to every aspect of your life. As you continue to develop your ability to focus, remember that distractions are simply part of the process. They will always be there, but you have the power to rise above them. By learning to manage distractions, you strengthen your focus and your resilience. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, until one day, you realize that distractions no longer have a hold on you. You've become the master of your focus, and nothing can stand in your way. At Book Boost, we believe that breaking through distractions is the key to unlocking your potential. The journey may not always be easy, but it's always worth it. Stay consistent, stay focused, and remember that every step you take brings you closer to mastering your mind. Keep pushing forward. Your focus is your superpower. Mastering your mind. Techniques to strengthen focus. Your mind is a powerful tool, capable of incredible focus and concentration. But just like any muscle, it needs to be trained. The secret to strengthening focus doesn't come from magical shortcuts. It comes from consistent practice, small changes, and a few key techniques that work wonders when applied regularly. At the core of mastering your mind is the ability to be present. Too often, we let our minds wander to past regrets or future anxieties. The key to enhancing your focus is bringing your attention back to the task at hand. When you train your mind to stay in the present moment, distractions begin to fade away. This isn't something that happens overnight, but with commitment, your brain learns to focus more efficiently. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen your focus is through setting clear intentions. When you start your day, take a moment to define what you want to accomplish. This simple act of planning creates a mental roadmap that directs your attention. Without clear goals, it's easy for your mind to wander. But when you set a specific intention, your brain has a purpose to follow. Another technique that can sharpen your focus is creating mental anchors. These are small triggers that remind your mind to return to focus whenever you start to drift. For example, every time you sit down to work, take a deep breath and clear your mind. This small habit trains your brain to associate that moment with focus, reinforcing your ability to concentrate whenever needed. Focus isn't just about concentrating for long periods. It's also about learning to stay focused on one thing at a time. Multitasking is a myth. Your brain is designed to handle one task at a time with greater efficiency. Trying to juggle multiple tasks only leads to mental fatigue and reduced productivity. Instead, try single tasking. Commit to focusing on one task, no matter how small, and complete it fully before moving on to the next. Another powerful technique to improve focus is prioritization. Often, we get overwhelmed because we try to do everything at once. But when you prioritize your tasks based on importance, you allow your brain to focus on what truly matters. Start with the most important task of the day, and don't move on to something else until it's finished. This approach helps your mind stay sharp and gives you a sense of accomplishment as you check off your most important tasks. As you strengthen your focus, it's important to also be kind to your mind. Negative self-talk can be a huge barrier to maintaining focus. When you make a mistake or struggle to concentrate, avoid beating yourself up. Instead, encourage yourself with positive thoughts. Remind yourself that focus is a skill that can be developed with time and effort. The more you support yourself with kindness, the more your brain will respond with clarity and concentration. Alongside positive thinking, physical movement plays a key role in strengthening focus. When you're physically active, your brain receives a boost of energy and oxygen, which enhances cognitive function. Taking short breaks to walk, stretch, or do some light exercise throughout the day helps keep your mind sharp. A well-rested body leads to a well-rested mind, and that directly impacts your ability to focus. Sleep is another crucial component of improving focus. If you want your brain to perform at its best, you need to give it the proper rest it deserves. Lack of sleep leads to foggy thinking and reduced concentration. On the other hand, getting enough rest helps your brain process information more effectively, making it easier to stay focused. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night to keep your mind sharp and ready to take on the day. Diet plays a crucial role in your ability to focus as well. What you eat directly affects your brain's performance. Nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats fuel your brain and improve cognitive function. On the flip side, processed foods and sugar can cause mental fatigue and difficulty focusing. Choose foods that nourish your body and brain, and your focus will improve naturally. Along with a healthy diet, hydration is often overlooked but essential for mental clarity. Dehydration can cause brain fog and hinder your ability to concentrate. Keep a water bottle by your side and make hydration a regular part of your day. A hydrated brain is a focused brain. Another technique to improve focus is practicing mindfulness meditation. Meditation trains your mind to focus on the present moment and clear away distractions. By dedicating just a few minutes each day to meditation, you can significantly improve your ability to concentrate. It's like exercise for your brain, strengthening it and making it more resistant to distractions. The environment around you can either support or hinder your ability to focus. A cluttered or noisy space can make it difficult to concentrate. Try to create an environment that promotes focus. Keep your workspace clean and free from distractions. If you can, set up a quiet space where you can work without interruption. A peaceful environment signals to your brain that it's time to focus. Time management is another crucial skill for mastering focus. Learning to manage your time effectively allows you to dedicate blocks of time to tasks without the feeling of urgency or pressure. One popular technique is the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This method helps keep your mind focused for short bursts while also giving it time to recharge. Over time, these focused intervals add up to greater productivity and sharper focus. It's also essential to eliminate distractions before you start working. Put your phone on silent, close any unnecessary tabs on your computer, and let others know that you need uninterrupted time. By removing distractions in advance, you create an environment where your brain can focus fully on the task at hand. As you continue to work on mastering your focus, remember that setbacks are a part of the process. There will be days when focus feels harder to achieve, and that's okay. Instead of becoming frustrated, use those moments as opportunities to reflect and learn. Ask yourself what might have caused the distraction and how you can address it next time. Over time, you'll become more adept at returning to focus, no matter the obstacles. Finally, remember that focus is a muscle that grows stronger with practice. The more you work on strengthening your ability to concentrate, the easier it becomes. Small, consistent efforts will lead to big changes. Don't be discouraged if progress feels slow at first. Just like physical exercise, mental exercise requires patience and perseverance. Your brain is capable of extraordinary focus. By applying these techniques and staying committed to the process, you can sharpen your concentration and achieve your goals with ease. Mastering your mind and strengthening your focus is not just a skill, it's a way of life. It's about taking control of your mind and using it to unlock your fullest potential. At Book Boost, we believe in your ability to master your mind and improve your focus. Keep practicing these techniques, and you'll see how quickly your ability to focus can transform your life. Stay tuned for the next part of this audiobook, where we'll explore how to overcome mental fatigue and keep your focus sharp. The power of routine, building a focused mindset. When it comes to mastering focus, one of the most effective tools is the power of routine. Building a daily structure around your goals and tasks creates a rhythm that your brain can follow, making it easier to stay focused on what matters. Routine doesn't just organize your day. It trains your mind to focus effortlessly, reducing mental clutter and enhancing your ability to stay on track. A strong routine starts with consistency. When you wake up at the same time every day and follow a predictable morning ritual, you signal to your brain that it's time to get to work. This consistency sets the tone for the rest of the day, making it easier to stay focused on each task. Over time, your brain becomes conditioned to expect focus and productivity during specific times, reinforcing the habit. The power of a morning routine is undeniable. The first few hours of the day are often the most productive, and how you start your day can influence how the rest of it unfolds. A simple but powerful routine, like waking up, exercising, eating a healthy breakfast, and planning your day, sets your mind up for success. When your body and mind are aligned from the start, it's much easier to focus on the tasks that follow. Creating a routine doesn't mean you have to follow a strict schedule from the moment you wake up until the moment you go to bed. Rather, it's about setting up key moments throughout the day that help you stay grounded and focused. When you know exactly what's coming next, there's no need to waste time making decisions. This leaves more mental energy available for focusing on the task at hand. The most successful people in the world have one thing in common. They follow routines that support their goals. Whether it's setting aside time for deep work, prioritizing physical health, or ensuring that their mind stays sharp, routines are a key factor in their ability to stay focused and productive. And the best part is, you don't have to be a genius to make routines work for you. You simply need to commit to making them a part of your daily life. One of the easiest ways to strengthen your focus through routine is by breaking your day into focused blocks of time. This method, often called time blocking, allows you to dedicate specific periods to specific tasks. By fully committing to each block, you eliminate distractions and create a sense of urgency. The more structured your routine, the less your brain will wander, and the more focused you'll become. But it's not just about work. Your routine should include time for relaxation and recovery, too. Mental focus thrives when your mind is rested and recharged. Scheduling breaks throughout the day, along with ensuring you get enough sleep, plays a huge role in maintaining sustained focus. A well-rested brain is a focused brain. Remember, the key to a successful routine is flexibility. It's important to adapt your routine to your life and to change it when necessary. Routines should be a source of structure, not stress. If something isn't working or you find yourself feeling stuck, it's okay to tweak it. The goal is to keep improving and building a routine that helps you stay focused and aligned with your goals. As you build your routine, remember to keep it simple. Complex routines can quickly become overwhelming and demotivating. Start small and build from there. Focus on just a few key habits that can make the biggest impact on your day, like setting a time to focus on work, exercising, eating well, and practicing mindfulness. It's also essential to track your progress. When you track your habits, you're able to see the impact of your routine on your focus and productivity. This helps you stay motivated and gives you the opportunity to make adjustments if things aren't working as well as they should be. Every small step forward is a victory, and tracking your progress allows you to celebrate those wins. A powerful routine doesn't just enhance your ability to focus in the moment. It also helps you build long-term focus and mental strength. By committing to a consistent routine, you develop the mental discipline to overcome distractions, stay on task, and push through difficult moments. This mental resilience is what allows you to stay focused no matter what challenges arise. The key to maintaining your routine is understanding the why behind it. Routines are not about following rules. They're about creating a structure that supports your goals and priorities. When you know why you're doing something, it becomes easier to stay committed. Whether it's improving your focus, achieving your goals, or simply living a more organized life, routines give your actions purpose. Another vital aspect of a successful routine is consistency in how you end your day. A winding down routine prepares your brain for rest and sets you up for the next day. Whether it's reading, reflecting, or practicing gratitude, ending your day with intention helps you leave work behind and get the rest you need to focus again tomorrow. Your routine also needs to be aligned with your energy levels. Everyone has times during the day when they are more or less focused. The trick is to schedule your most demanding tasks during your peak focus hours and save simpler, less demanding tasks for times when your energy dips. This allows you to make the most of your natural rhythms and stay productive throughout the day. By focusing on building a routine that supports your ability to concentrate, you're not just improving your focus, you're improving your life. A well-crafted routine allows you to make more progress, achieve your goals, and live with intention. It eliminates the chaos that often comes with a lack of structure and helps you maintain clarity and focus throughout the day. Don't let the idea of a routine overwhelm you. Remember, it's about making small, manageable changes that lead to lasting improvements. Start with 1 or 2 key habits and build from there. With each step you take, you'll find that your ability to focus grows stronger, your mind becomes clearer, and your productivity soars. Building a powerful routine doesn't happen overnight, but the more you commit to it, the more natural it will become. The key is consistency and gradual improvement. As you continue to build your routine, you'll see the benefits pile up. Focus will no longer be a struggle. It will be a natural part of your day. If you're ready to take your focus to the next level, it's time to start building your routine. And remember, every small step counts. The more you work on creating a structured, intentional routine, the more powerful your focus will become. Start today and watch how your life begins to transform. Overcoming mental fatigue. Recharge your brain for peak focus. Mental fatigue is the silent thief of productivity. It creeps in slowly, drains your energy, and clouds your ability to think clearly. After learning how the brain focuses, how distractions break that focus, and how routines shape it, we now arrive at a crucial truth. Without energy, even the sharpest focus begins to fade. This part of the journey is about rebuilding that energy and recharging the mind so it can perform at its highest level. The brain is like a battery. It doesn't run on willpower alone. When it's overworked and underrested, it shuts down focus to conserve power. Many people think they're lazy or undisciplined when they can't concentrate, but the real issue is often that their brain is exhausted. Knowing this changes everything. The key is not pushing harder, but learning how to recharge smarter. Every powerful brain has one thing in common. It understands the rhythm of rest and effort. Just like muscles need time to recover after a workout, the brain needs breaks to function well. This isn't a weakness, it's how the brain was designed. You are not a machine, and trying to act like one only leads to burnout. The smartest minds in the world protect their energy by taking breaks, resting, and allowing space to reset. A well-rested brain works faster, remembers more, and makes better decisions. That's why sleep is not optional, it's essential. Without deep sleep, the brain cannot clear out toxins or store new information. One of the fastest ways to improve focus instantly is by improving the quality of your sleep. Not just more sleep, but better sleep. Dark room, no screens, calm mind. This is how the brain heals itself. Nutrition is another powerful tool. Your brain needs fuel, not just food. When you feed it junk, it performs like junk. Whole foods, water, healthy fats, and vitamins play a massive role in brain performance. A simple shift in diet can mean the difference between a sluggish mind and one that's sharp and focused. What you put in your body shows up in your mind. Movement fuels the brain. Exercise isn't just for the body. It's for clarity, focus, and energy. Just 15 to 20 minutes of movement releases chemicals that sharpen your mind and lift your mood. People who move more think clearer. This doesn't mean hitting the gym every day. It can be a walk, stretching, or dancing. Movement wakes up your brain. Mental fatigue often comes from overthinking. The brain gets trapped in loops of worry, doubt, and fear. To recharge it, you need silence. Stillness, time alone with your thoughts. Meditation or just sitting in silence allows the brain to breathe. It's not about emptying your mind, but about giving it space to sort things out. One of the best lessons to remember is this: you don't have to earn rest. You need rest so you can earn success. Many people feel guilty when they rest, as if pausing means they're falling behind. But the truth is, rest is not the opposite of work, it's a part of it. When you rest well, you return stronger. When you push nonstop, you return slower, weaker, and more distracted. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who work 24/7. They are the ones who understand balance. They plan their recovery just as they plan their hustle. They build routines that protect their mind. And when they feel fatigue creeping in, they respond with grace, not guilt. That's wisdom in action. Fatigue doesn't just lower focus, it lowers confidence. When your brain is tired, you doubt yourself more. You hesitate, procrastinate, and second-guess everything. That's why protecting your energy is protecting your belief in yourself. A rested brain is a brave brain. It dares to try. It dares to grow. The pressure to always be on is a lie. You're not meant to function at 100% all day, every day. Your brain operates in waves. High focus followed by recovery. Learn to ride those waves. When you feel your energy dipping, step back, breathe, and recharge. That's not giving up. That's leveling up. Another powerful way to recharge your brain is by changing your environment. Nature has a calming effect. Being around greenery, fresh air, and sunlight resets the nervous system. Even a few minutes outside can break a mental fog. Your brain responds to light, color, and calm surroundings. Use that to your advantage. Laughter heals. Joy heals. When the brain feels joy, it releases dopamine, which boosts focus and motivation. So spend time with people who lift your spirit. Watch something funny. Do something fun. A light heart carries a focused mind. Never underestimate the power of joy to recharge your soul. Music can also be a brain charger. The right sounds stimulate creativity and increase attention. Instrumental music, nature sounds, or soft rhythms can help you concentrate while calming the nervous system. Choose music that supports your mental state, and let it become a background fuel for focus. Sometimes, the best way to beat mental fatigue is to stop multitasking. Trying to do everything at once scatters your focus and drains your brain. Choose one thing. Do it with full attention, then move on. Single tasking is the secret weapon of those who get more done in less time, with less stress. Your brain is always talking to you. It tells you when it's tired, when it needs rest, when it's ready. Start listening. Stop pushing through pain and pause with purpose. Learn to honor your brain's signals instead of ignoring them. This is how you become mentally strong without being emotionally drained. One of the most inspirational shifts you can make is to stop waiting until you're burned out to rest. Start resting before you're exhausted. Recovery is most powerful when it's proactive, not reactive. Don't let fatigue control your life. Let wisdom guide your recovery. The truth is, you don't need more time. You need more clarity. And clarity comes from a calm, well-rested, focused mind. Everything you want to achieve depends on your ability to protect and manage your energy. The more you protect it, the more focus you will have to give to what truly matters. When you start taking care of your mind like you take care of your phone battery, charging it, protecting it, and not draining it, you'll begin to notice a shift. You'll feel sharper, faster, more alive. Focus will become natural, not forced. That's the goal of this journey. In this audiobook, you've already learned how to engage focus, resist distractions, build routines, and now, how to recharge. These are not separate ideas. They are layers of the same system. Each part supports the next. Focus is not one big leap. It's a collection of small, smart steps stacked together. And as you continue forward, remember this: your focus is your future. The more you learn to recharge your mind, the further you'll go. So keep going, keep growing, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost for more empowering lessons to transform your mind and your life. Enhancing your environment, setting yourself up for success. The environment you surround yourself with has an undeniable impact on your ability to focus. It is the silent force that either supports or hinders your brain's potential. You may have the best intentions and the most effective techniques, but if your environment is chaotic, your focus will naturally suffer. So, what can you do to create an environment that nurtures your ability to stay locked in on your goals? One of the first things to understand is that your brain craves order. A cluttered space leads to a cluttered mind, while a clean and organized environment helps you clear your mental space, allowing you to focus better. It's not about perfection, just about creating a space that feels peaceful, calm, and organized. A tidy desk, a clutter-free room, or a peaceful corner of your house can make a world of difference in your focus levels. But it's not just about physical clutter. Noise plays a huge role in focus as well. If your surroundings are constantly noisy, with conversations, traffic, or other disruptions, your brain has to work harder to concentrate. To combat this, create a space that minimizes external distractions. Whether it's by using noise-canceling headphones, playing calming background music, or finding a quiet spot in your home, reducing external noise is one of the most powerful ways to boost focus. Light is another crucial factor in creating an environment that enhances focus. Natural light has been shown to improve mood and mental clarity, so whenever possible, try to work in areas where sunlight streams through the windows. If natural light is limited, consider investing in artificial lighting that mimics daylight. It will help keep your brain alert and sharp, making it easier to concentrate for long periods of time. The temperature of your environment also plays a significant role. Too hot, and you'll feel sluggish. Too cold, and your brain will struggle to stay focused. Aim for a comfortable, balanced temperature in your space. A room that's too warm can make you sleepy and distracted, while a too cold room can make your body tense and your thoughts scattered. Find that sweet spot where you feel comfortable and alert. Another powerful way to set yourself up for success is by organizing your workspace. Having a designated place for everything, pens, papers, books, or tools, helps minimize the mental energy spent searching for items. When everything has a home, you can get straight to work, avoiding the unnecessary distraction of disorganization. Keep your essentials close by, and put away anything that's not needed for the task at hand. It's also important to design your workspace in a way that motivates you. Surround yourself with items that inspire you, whether it's a vision board, a motivational quote, or personal items that make you feel happy and energized. When your environment speaks to your purpose, it fuels your drive to focus and stay on track. Your surroundings should remind you of your goals and why you're working toward them. Now, consider the impact of digital distractions. It's so easy to get sucked into the endless cycle of social media, emails, or notifications. To fight this, make your digital environment as focused as your physical one. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and dedicate specific times to check emails or social media. By controlling your digital distractions, you create a more focused space for your mind to work within. An often overlooked aspect of your environment is the people you surround yourself with. The energy and mindset of those around you can either lift you up or drag you down. If you want to cultivate focus, choose to spend time with people who support your goals and encourage your personal growth. Negative energy or constant distractions from others can easily pull you away from your focus. Set boundaries and make sure the people around you respect your need for focus. Your environment should not only be focused on work, but should also support your need for rest and recovery. Just as important as a focused workspace is a space where you can relax and recharge. If your workspace and relaxation space are the same, your brain might struggle to switch between modes. Having separate spaces for rest and work signals to your brain when it's time to focus and when it's time to relax. Start small and gradually build your environment into one that supports your success. Start with your desk or study space. Remove distractions, organize your materials, and make it a place that feels good to work in. Then, move on to the other areas of your life, your bedroom, your living room, your digital space. Each environment you optimize will support your focus and help you build habits that lead to greater productivity. Your brain is constantly absorbing information from the world around you, whether consciously or subconsciously. By intentionally designing your environment to promote focus, you influence the way your brain works. The more you nurture your surroundings, the easier it becomes for your brain to focus, stay sharp, and accomplish your goals. As you implement these changes, remember that it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every small adjustment you make toward a more focused environment is a step in the right direction. Focus is a muscle, and by building the right environment, you're strengthening that muscle every day. You may not notice an immediate change, but over time, the impact of a well-designed environment will become clear. As you remove distractions, introduce order, and create a space that inspires and motivates, you'll find that focus comes more naturally. It won't be as hard to block out the distractions that once seemed so overwhelming. It's also important to remember that your environment should evolve with your needs. As you grow and progress, your workspace might need to shift or change. Stay flexible and be willing to make adjustments when necessary. A dynamic environment will keep your brain engaged, always adapting to the new goals and challenges ahead. Ultimately, the environment you create will set the stage for your success. By making small changes, optimizing your surroundings, and eliminating distractions, you give yourself the best chance to stay focused and productive. Focus is not just about willpower. It's about creating the right conditions to thrive. Now that you understand how your environment shapes your focus, take a step back and assess your own surroundings. What can you change today to make your space work for you? Whether it's reducing clutter, eliminating distractions, or setting up an inspiring workspace, these changes will empower you to focus more effectively. Focus is the foundation of achievement, and your environment is the key to unlocking that focus. Take control of your surroundings, and you'll unlock the power within you to achieve your goals and live the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, at Book Boost, we believe in your potential. By harnessing the power of your environment, you can cultivate the focus you need to transform your life. Stay tuned for more lessons on how to unlock the true power of your brain. If you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost for more life-changing insights. The Focus Formula. How to make focus your superpower. Focus is a skill, not a gift. It's something that can be developed, trained, and sharpened, just like any other muscle in the body. Every day, your brain is constantly making decisions about where to direct its energy. By practicing focus consistently, you can teach your brain to give you the power to stay engaged, no matter how challenging the task may be. The more you practice, the stronger your focus becomes, and over time, it becomes your secret weapon. When you break down the art of focus, it's clear that it isn't about simply ignoring distractions. It's about knowing what to pay attention to and why. With the right mindset and tools, focus doesn't just become a useful skill. It transforms into a superpower that can propel you toward success. In every moment, your brain is capable of making the decision to lock in on a goal. And with each decision, you move closer to mastering the skill of unwavering attention. But here's the real truth. Focus isn't just for the task at hand. It's for your future. The more you focus now, the more you shape your future self. Focus is the bridge that connects your dreams with reality. It's the difference between taking action and procrastination. Every time you choose to focus, you're making a conscious decision to move forward, to grow, and to accomplish something meaningful in your life. Your ability to focus is a reflection of your commitment. It shows the world what you value and what you are willing to invest your energy into. When you commit to focusing on something, you're giving it your attention, your time, and your effort. That commitment drives results. Without it, you can easily fall into distractions that lead nowhere. The focus formula is simple: commitment plus action equals results. In moments where you feel distracted, remember that focus isn't something you either have or don't. It's something you can choose in each moment. It's about being aware of where your attention is going and deciding, intentionally, to bring it back to where it needs to be. The best way to regain focus is by acknowledging when you've drifted and redirecting your mind to the task at hand. Sometimes, focus feels like a battle. There are moments when it feels impossible to concentrate, when your mind wants to wander, and the distractions seem endless. But in those moments, remind yourself, you are in control. You have the power to direct your thoughts and your energy. Every time you choose to focus, no matter how small the task, you're training your mind to stay strong and resilient. The key to focus lies in consistency. It's not about perfect focus every single day. It's about the small, daily steps that lead to long-term progress. When you commit to making focus a habit, it becomes a natural part of your life. The more consistently you practice, the more effortless focus becomes, and the more you start to experience the power of your own mind. Think about the times in your life when you've been completely absorbed in something, a project, a hobby, or a goal. In those moments, you were in a state of flow. Flow is what happens when you're fully engaged, when time seems to disappear, and when the task feels effortless. This is the ultimate form of focus. And the best part? You can enter this state more often by practicing the techniques we've discussed: mindfulness, energy management, and creating the right environment. One of the most important lessons in mastering focus is learning to protect your time. Time is the one resource you can never get back. By learning how to focus, you are learning how to protect your most valuable asset. Each moment you dedicate to focusing is a moment spent building the life you want. Every minute spent on distractions is a minute lost. With focus, you take control of your time and make it work for you. Building a focused mindset requires the right attitude. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. When you slip up, don't be hard on yourself. Focus is a journey, not a destination. Every time you return to the task, you strengthen your ability. The key is to keep going. Never stop practicing focus, and over time, you will notice the results in every area of your life. Another powerful lesson is learning to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. When you face a difficult task, it's natural for your mind to want to wander. But this is the moment to dig deep and engage your focus. The greater the challenge, the greater the opportunity to sharpen your focus. When you push through difficult moments with sustained attention, you are expanding your mental strength. Focus is also about eliminating mental clutter. Just as a clean space promotes productivity, a clear mind enhances focus. Take time to declutter your thoughts. Meditate. Write down your goals. Organize your priorities. When your mind is free from chaos, it has the space to focus on what matters most. The clearer your mind, the sharper your focus. As you build your focus, be mindful of how you treat your body. Physical health and mental focus are deeply connected. Proper nutrition, exercise, and sleep are not just good for your body. They are essential for your brain's ability to concentrate. A well-rested mind is a focused mind. Take care of your body, and your mind will reward you with the ability to focus for longer periods. Focus isn't something you achieve overnight. It's a process, a practice, and a lifelong commitment. But with each small improvement, you get closer to your goal. Don't measure your success in terms of perfection, measure it by the progress you make. The power of focus isn't in being flawless, it's in your ability to get back on track every time you get off course. The most successful people in the world understand the value of focus. They know that success doesn't come from juggling multiple tasks at once. It comes from focusing on one thing at a time, giving it your all, and seeing it through to completion. By adopting this mindset, you can achieve more in less time and with less effort. Focus is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Focus will not only improve your productivity, but it will also change your perspective. When you focus on what truly matters, you stop being overwhelmed by the noise of everyday life. You start seeing your goals more clearly. You start feeling more confident in your ability to achieve them. Focus gives you the clarity you need to move forward with purpose and intention. To make focus your superpower, remember this: It's not about forcing yourself to concentrate. It's about creating the right environment, nurturing the right habits, and being patient with yourself. Focus is the outcome of consistent effort, and it's yours for the taking. The more you practice, the more you will find yourself effortlessly diving into deep work, fully immersed in your goals. Every successful person was once where you are now, at the starting point, learning how to focus, building habits that support concentration, and embracing the journey. It's not about being perfect, but about being committed to getting better day by day. With every step, you're shaping the person you want to become, and focus is the key that unlocks your potential. So, as you continue on this journey, take each lesson we've shared and apply it to your life. Focus is within your reach, and it's waiting for you to tap into its power. You've already started. Now, keep going, and watch as your life begins to shift in incredible ways. If you found value in this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Book Boost for more insightful, empowering content that helps you unlock your brain's true potential.